But thanks, Bree.
Thank you.
What is the most interesting building that was part of the program in Open House Taipei in the last years? Well, actually, this year is the first year of Open House Taipei, so we are going to introduce the very interesting site, which is National Theater and Concert Hall. It's a very kind of combining the historic and the modern facility, and we can see the backstage and the roof area where the performance is executed and operated. And the question for the next city is, how does the city rich of historical sites develops its modern identity? And how does the city adapt to modern urban living trends? Hello, I'm Richard Xu, the co-founder of Open House Taipei. It's our honor to join the Open House Worldwide event for the first time, especially during this troubled year. We are grateful for our friends' support to make it happen, including the space owners, universities, team members, partners, Open House Worldwide, and Open House cities. Taipei is the capital city of Taiwan, with a population of about 60 million people and 2,300 square kilometers, which is about 1.5 size of Greater London. The city was built in the late 19th century and had been influenced by Spanish, China, and Japanese culture, and is now the political, economic, cultural, and education center of Taiwan. Taipei is a city where architecture shows variety and constantly changing cityscape. At the same time, people are kind of unfamiliar to talk about their built environment and the city identity. So we invite Open House Taipei and establish it as an opportunity to invite people to experience the space they've never been before and to explore the extraordinary beauty from our ordinary daily life. This year we have 73 open sites, and among which there are 20 government-owned sites and 53 private sites. What kind of spaces are in the list? There are architectural firms, of course, studios where great design artwork for the city were created, and there are historical residents renovated with great ideas. And the latest social housing just built in 2020 versus the first hillside residential area, Garden City, built in 1969. One of the featured spaces is the backstage and the roof area of the National Theater and Concert Hall, and the Judicial Yuan's Constitutional Court, where the same-sex marriage legalization was debated there. Taipei Metro Operation Control Center is also a very special point. It's the hub of the transportation for the city. Also, MRT also opened a shield tunnel construction site where a Neolithic archaeological heritage is being excavated there. Another highlight of the open sites is the presidential suite at the internationally renowned Regent Taipei Hotel, which has hosted famous stars like Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, and Mariah Carey. Also, the space will be guided by one of the first British butlers trained in Taiwan. Okay, so we are quite excited and expect our event to happen. Next, let's welcome our curator, Victor Wu, to introduce the special events and our partners.
Thanks, Richard. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and evening. I'm Chohao Victor Wu. I'm the CEO of Open Taipei and the curator for the very first Open House Taipei event. As the newest member of the Open House family, we have been overwhelmed by the support given to us by the organization and all the other Open House cities. Starting such a meaningful event during the global pandemic has had its challenges, but we are extremely fortunate this year to be one of the few cities holding our two-day event fully in person. And this year, Taiwan has received a lot of attention from all over the world and been commended on our management of the pandemic. So built environment in terms of urbanism, landscape, architecture, and infrastructure, which actually construct our daily life and also fulfill the essential needs of citizens. It's also a key factor of how a city can respond to the emergency situation. And today, in our program, we'll be sharing with the audiences the prevention strategies now embedded in our everyday life to have achieved over 200 days of zero local cases. Besides the support from the Open House worldwide community and the collaborative efforts of everyone living in Taiwan, Open House Taipei would not be happening if it weren't for our local supporters. We have people who have kindly shared with us their resources, including the Taipei City Government, Taipei Cultural Foundation, Department of Information and Tourism, Taiwan Design Research Institute, Sosan Cultural and Creative Park, our wonderful friend Kim Tan Tan Hotel, Traveler Lux, Taipei Urban Regeneration Center, and Earlo, who provided all the masks for our event. And we also have our media partners, Mook and Lavi. They are also our sponsors, including Zhonghua Telecom, the leading telecommunication company in Taiwan, Dongjue, Easy Card, the company that produces Metro cards, and we have Region Taipei, a well-loved 30 years luxury 5-star hotel. We also have Taipei Sightseeing Bus, Bavaria, Chocola BB, 7-Eleven, Chentes Patisserie, our lovely partner from the very beginning, and also Aura Cafe. We also have our Taihu Brewing, who provided beers for our press release and our closing party. And for the artists, we have Plastaco Mino, Topophilia Studio, Elandia, and Miu Miu. 4 talented illustration and design studios. And Minchuan University, of course, our co-organizer, who has seen us through since the very beginning. I would like to give my special thanks to Jeannie Lee, the Vice Dean of the Design School and our General Consultant. Open House Taipei really appreciates all our supporters and sponsors, especially knowing that each and every one of them have had their fair share of challenges this year. And this year, Open House Taipei is very proud to be opening up 73 sites, ranging from private-owned to government-owned, construction sites to completed projects, offering a variety of activities, from handcrafts to tracks, from panels to performances, such as the Operations Control Center for the Taipei Metro system, and the construction site of a new metro route that's actually 8 floors below ground level. And as Richard mentioned, our Judicial Yuan, which contributed to a historic moment for Taiwan as the first nation in Asia to legalize same-sex marriage. And the Garden City, of course, the very first housing complex that was built on the terrain slope. Event goers will be taken on a 3.5-hour guided track that includes viewing the interior of 3 different types of housing. Visitors can also take part in a handmade stencil printing workshop at Pingmong Paper Lab and take part in a live band recording demonstration at Yuchen Recording Studio. And of course, we have a lot of architecture studios with us this year, including Kai Architects, Gu Architect, HHAA, JC Architecture, among others, that will be sharing sessions that introduce their design methodology, their projects, as well as how architects can contribute to the contemporary built environment of Taipei. We are incredibly grateful for the trust that these space owners have given us and to all the volunteers in helping us make the event a reality. To all the audiences who are now with us online, I hope that you are staying safe, and we welcome you all to visit Taipei someday soon. And I have just received a notification that our first guest speaker is ready here at Open House Taipei. We are super excited to start our session with the person in charge of this city, our mayor, Wen Zheke, to say a few words. Let's say hi to the mayor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very excited to host the International Open House event in Taipei for the first time. I would like to welcome all our friends to experience all that Taipei City has to offer. I would also like to express my gratitude to all the citizens of Taipei. Thanks to the joint effort of all Taipei's citizens, we are able to welcome the world in person, rather than through virtual means. In fact, the reason we are able to succeed with our disease prevention efforts is due to the hard work, unity, and the understanding of every Taipei citizen, and because we remember the lesson taught during SARS 17 years ago. Taiwan experienced a painful epidemic of SARS, where we all sacrificed terribly. Therefore, in 2003, we began advancing our medical systems, enabling us to manage the threat of COVID-19 more vigilantly. Truthfully, it is very difficult to effectively implement epidemic prevention measures while at least maintaining the regular function of Taipei City in a densely populated city of 2.64 million people. Taipei created many innovative solutions, including the quarantine hotel and the quarantine taxi. During this pandemic, we also developed a special app to trace individuals that require quarantine and assist the Center for Disease Control to conduct contact tracing. Additionally, we also encourage the use of digital payment methods to minimize physical contact. I must say, the cooperation of Taipei citizens are the biggest contributors as to why this policy has been so effective and successful. Taipei is a free, pragmatic, and interconnected city. It has been 100 years since the city's establishment. Here, we have the authentic Minnan buildings, elegant Japanese gardens, and also the most progressive industrial buildings. Our buildings and the surroundings are all etched with the Taipei's history, cultural footprint, and future that are definitely worthwhile to personally explore and understand them. In order to allow more people to witness Taipei's potential and vitality, Taipei City government has helped establish 14 different tourist attractions. Among these, the Qingnian Social Housing, the historically significant Taipei Broadcasting Station, Taipei Metro Operation Control Center, Songshan Culture and Creative Park, Lanzhou Siwen Station, and finally, previously covered by the New York Times and CNN as Taipei's must-see tourist hotspot, the Treasure Hill Artist Village. We present Taipei City with open arms and hope that our friends who come to visit can help bring in even more creative sparks. I sincerely hope that this pandemic will soon pass, and when it does, I invite all our friends tuning in online to come to experience the alluring joy that this city offers. This autumn's Open House Taipei, let us all discover Taipei.
Thanks for the mayor's words. Now we will begin to have several speakers who are also the space owners of open sites to share their insights under the topic of Taipei and also introduce their spaces. So first, let's welcome Yu Shouchen, the director of Songshan Cultural and Creative Park.
谢谢市长的支持，我是松山文创园区的总监陈玉秀。虽然是疫情期间，我们没有办法面对面的做线上的交流，但是透过线上直播呢，让我还是有机会可以跟国外的朋友来介绍台湾这座具80年历史的一个制烟工厂。松山文创园区的前身呢，是1937年起建的台湾总督府专卖局松山烟草工厂，那是第一座现代化的工厂，它负责制烟、卷烟，主要是像除了香烟之外，还有雪茄哦。在当时呢，是创造台湾很高的一个经济产值。那 它主要的一个部分，我们这次参与开放 Open House 台北的部分呢，最主要是我们的办公厅舍。在当时呢，主要是整个制烟工厂的主管、高阶主管，还有行政管理人员，还有像贵宾接待的一个地方。那整个动线是非常分明，一般的员工是没有办法进入的。那整个包含像设计建筑的设计呢，跟所有的木头的地板呢，都是由台湾的原木来制作的。接下来我们要跟大家介绍的是在整个松山烟厂，在现在目前位置的东南方是一个锅炉房，它旁边锅炉房是在整个当时松山烟厂时期的我们所谓的心脏地方，是整个提供最重要的动能的地方哦。那它当时有3座巨大的一个锅炉房，那整个锅炉房本身它是有2个长形的空间哦，那也挑高的空间，同时还有我们放木炭的一个，所以它有很大36米高的一个烟囱哦。那除了提供本身制烟的相关像熏烟之外呢，也提供了员工像洗澡的澡堂的使用。那接下来要跟大家介绍的就是整个松山烟厂时期呢，对员工是非常照顾的哦，所以它有设计的等于是除了工作之外，也提供生活的地方。那生活的地方当时呢已经有2000名员工，所以它也规划了一个像小小的医院，就是我们所谓的医护室。那这个医护室呢，当时配置了2个常驻的医师跟3名护士。同时呢，配置了一个像检查室哦，就是说像眼睛的检查。同时，因为员工非常的多，所以也配置了产房。那同时有内科跟外科。当时所有的员工2000名员工，包含了所有的家属呢，在这边看病跟领药都是不用费用的。也因为当时的松山烟厂，它基本上就是一个工业村的一个规划设计啊，所以呢，除了我们讲的理液、切叶跟卷烟跟包装之外呢，提供了很多的生活场域。那这里面除了我们刚刚讲的医护室之外，也提供有一个男生澡堂跟女生澡堂，还有像育婴室还有厨房炊事的部分。那我们这次也开放的是男澡堂跟女澡堂。那现在有一个女澡堂呢，是由我们现在台湾设计研究院呢规划做了一个叫做不只是图书馆，那所谓的一个叫我们而且有花园，就像是我们来一场泡书的一个感觉哦。它不只是图书馆本身有100多种书籍，2万册哦。那男澡堂的部分是目前正即将开放。我们设定的它就是作为台北市的人文生活场域，那目前呢作为是展演的空间。那下一个明年是明年是松山文创园区的10周年。面对下一个10年呢，我们做什么呢？我们当然就是会在扩大，除了说本身松山文创园区有一个很棒的一个古迹。保留一个很棒的古迹场域之外呢，其实整个松山文创园区的生态也保持得非常好哦。那我们除了有古迹生态跟丰富的人文之外呢，下一个10年走的就是走读松烟。那怎么走读松烟？我们觉得整个松山文创园区都是市民的一个生活场域。除了走进这个古迹来了解过去这个空间所带给我们的意义之外，我们也赋予它新的意涵，所谓的新与旧的融合。那我们希望它成为新与旧融合的创意枢纽，希望成为台北市或者是我们很多的创业工作者可以在这边找到他的创意，实现他的创意。大家好，我是松山文创园区的总监陈玉秀。 现在让我来为大家导览一下这次打开台北的松山烟厂的医护室。在80年前，这个医护室到底怎么规划的呢？我们现在来看到的这个空间呢，整个医护室有大概20平大小的空间，有2个常驻医师、3名护士，那有内科诊间跟外科诊间。我们现在所在的位置是外科诊间。那怎么看得出来外科诊间跟内科诊间呢？最大的差异呢，因为外科可能会碰到水。所以呢，所有的墙面都是瓷砖的哦。那这个空间是手术房，在我们旁边的这边呢，就是外科的手术房，这是外科的诊间哦。好，那我们再往前看，这个医护室除了有内科、外科诊间之外呢，也有配置的是医师的研究室。那当然，因为还是需要有些持续的精进的医护的部分呢，所以这一间呢是医师的研究室。我们继续往前走，在隔壁的这一间呢，我们看到的空间稍微大一点的，都是木头隔间哦，它是我们的内科诊间。然后大家应该有穿过一个走廊的穿廊哦。那我们会再看到另外一个小穿廊。这个小穿廊有小走道哦，这是我们这是应该是我们在等待区的时候，比如说员工呢，或者是员工家属在等待就诊时候的一个等待区。沿着这边走过来，就看到了，就是一个领药的一个柜台。那大家应该刚刚看到了，有2个巷道的空间，所以呢，我们现在给它新的一个意义，就叫意象空间，艺术的艺，巷弄的巷，因为巷中有巷。那从领药柜台的正对面这边呢，是我们提供给医师跟护士休息的地方，当然也是大家交流很重要的一个重点哦。那在这边的隔壁呢，这边配置了大概五个恢复室。那恢复室当然是，比如说员工有不舒服的时候，暂时休息的一些地方，大概有2平大左右，可以先带一下。最后，我们看到这个空间是我们所谓的报到柜台，跟还有提供一些给小朋友，可能比如说一些饮料啦，小的小卖店啊，大概是放在这个位置上面哦。那今天呢，谢谢给我这个机会，跟大家做一个小小的松山烟厂时期的医护室的一个介绍。那我们现在呢，把现场交回给打开台北。
Thank you, Yu Shou, for showing us such a beautiful historical space in Taipei. Our next speaker is Ji Zhang. He's the president of Taiwan Design Research Institute, a national design center in Taiwan. Let's welcome President Zhang.
This is hello from TDI President Qi Chen. Let's get started. Let me introduce our TDI. TDI previous is TDC, Taiwan Design Creative Center. And from this year, we upgraded to TDRI, Taiwan Design Research Institute. We have gone through 17 years for realize value. Now we will push to create value. So formally, we are professional design talent promotion. In the future, we want to promote interdisciplinary design talent. So in the future, we will focus on design policy, enterprise innovation, public service, social innovation, and design policy. Fortunately, this year, we get a Taiwan Presidential Innovation Design Award. And it's a very important award that shows design power is a national power. The global development trend has shifted from creative economy and experience economy the power of design is utilized to drive industrial innovation and economic development. Design is also the most important and soft power behind industry upgrade. And this year we are very happy to join Open House Taipei. TDI, we have a so-called creative space. It's not just library. And we believe in importance of learning, better understanding, and therefore being able to work together toward quality in our building environment. That's Open City website said. And Taipei and Zurich are the only two cities where citizens can visit the open space in person. Open Taipei 2020, TDI introduced design to revitalize city and open architecture to citizens. And later I will show you a few cases we have done for last year. And first is the project we designed movement on campus. This is a project we cooperate with Ministry of Education. The meaning for that is we want to promote unusual value of education site. And on this project, we cooperate with many designers, many schools, and educators. We create a very good learning environment for our next generation. And the next project, we cooperate with Minister of Transportation. It's called Beihua Public Transportation Aesthetic Project. And it's drive industrial design engagement with public issues. And TDI embedded design concept into the Directed General Highway, MOTC, to change highway aesthetics and industry and create the most beautiful bus road in Taiwan, and showing all passengers that Taiwan's transportation can also be friendly and international. The next project is called Wall Renovation, Redefined Through Design. And this project is combined with TDI leverages Taiwan's strengths in medical care and utilize design to enhance experience and the service quality through human-centered approach, promoting interdisciplinary design for effective medical innovation, using site to promote revolution of industry. And TDI reinvents scenarios of medical science to drive innovation development of the medical care industry. And all our public service goes through same procedure. It's always start from site inspection, then strategy communication. Finally, we will do design verification. And at the end of this year, we also have a project to create a public health center redesign. And it's coming soon. And also we put another effort on the other project. It's called Fire Extinguish and Hydro Design and Drive Environmental Transportation. And why change fire extinguisher and hydrants and break status quo of as long as they are functional. Facility in public space which have not been improved inevitably affect industry innovation and user experience and indirectly influence safety and interrupt space and landscape aesthetics, becoming facilities easily overlooked by the public. So at the end of this year, we will change Taiwan's hydrant design standard. The other project we call for domestic industry to participate in disaster prevention design. We launched Taiwan and Japan disaster teaching aid and emergency kit design activities, call for domestic designer to participate in disaster prevention social design. And another project we call T22, design for revitalization of local industrial sites. And it's made in revival project. And we promote domestic products site to utilize design for brand building. First year, the project built made in into top tourist brand. Open up a factory to exhibit guidance and interdisciplinary innovative cooperation, and fostering second generation owner for succession. So we have process first to one-star place for original build local industry into international brand. Secondly, we will have a so-called CEO Academy, foster second generation stars for succession. Lastly, we will open factory doors, expand channels of interdisciplinary cooperation for traditional industry. And that's all TDI have done for the last years. Hopefully, we will, using design, change Taiwan. Also, let the world look at Taiwan. Let's go back to Open House Taipei. Bye-bye.
Taiwan Design Research Institute has been dedicated to promoting many exciting projects from macro scale to micro scale, which has improved our cityscape. Thank you, President Zhang. Next, we have Yiru Liu, the Director of National Theater and Concert Hall, to talk about how they have been managing the venue during the pandemic.
For every great city, there must be a great theater, because the theater always witnesses the change of the society and the people who live in that society. NTCH, the National Theater and Concert Hall in Taipei, was built in an era where Taiwan is going through a lot of changes. It was established in 1987 when the martial law was lifted. So you can imagine at that time, we are learning a lot of different things. We are influenced by past history and the hope for a future, a better or a much more open and diversified society. So that's what National Theater stands for. We stand for a very different story of our people. And if you step into the National Theater, you will notice the unique aesthetic viewpoint of people at that time. We were just like a palace, and inside the National Theater, it's a combination of European opera house and Chinese palace. It has this really like an art-like building. It's such a architect that reflects the time we were influenced by our own cultural identity and Western culture influence. So even though we say that we were a theater that tell the story of our society and our people. But still, we feel like we don't necessarily have that kind of connection with our people in our everyday life. They come around, they take a stroll at the park, they hang around, they use our square for their practice of street dance, Tai Chi, but not all of them feel connected to what's happening inside. But actually inside, we are telling the story of our people. We are telling the story of how our society have evolved from in the past when it was mainly a service to the powerful and wealthy people, but now it tells the story of everyday life. It tells how we see the world and how we cope with the change, and we open up to the brighter future. So we want to participate this event because we want more and more people to come into the theater, to come inside and see how people live in nowadays life, how people communicate through arts, through what's happening on the stage, and even share with everybody who were in the theater how they feel about their current life, what they have encountered in the changing world. And we want people to feel connected to the theater, to feel they are close to what's happening inside, to feel that their story has been properly told or represented. And that's why we want to participate in this. We started coping with the COVID-19 since the beginning of this year, actually, before Chinese Lunar New Year, because in 16 years ago we had this SARS situation in Taiwan. So we kind of have a little bit experience in dealing with a big scale of crisis like this. So after the Chinese New Year, we started to have precautionary measures taken in our theater. For example, we started to install ultraviolet equipment in our ventilation system to make sure that every breath that we take in the theater were clean and sanitized. And then we started asking people to take temperature, to wash their hands, and started to wear masks pretty early in the early stage of this COVID-19 situation. And then we started to follow the rules of CDC and whatever they tell us to do to get social distance, to wear masks all the time, to or even to limit the number of audience entering into the auditorium. We just follow the professionals. Their professional suggestions has helped us to cope with this with a much more clear steps and sort of a confidence or comfort in our people's mind and also in our staff's mind. And so that's what we have been doing and has been following the rules, the regulations. And so even now, when the situation here in Taiwan is much better comparatively speaking, we still ask all the audience to wear a mask all the time during the performances. And also we have a very good tracking system because early in February we do have one confirmed cases happen in our concert hall. So we know the drill. We know how to sanitize the hall. We know how to track people down when these cases happen. And now we are still taking all the records of whoever bought the tickets. We need them to write down their contact information, and we ask them to wear masks all the time, to take temperatures, to wash their hands when they enter the hall. So this is how we cope with that. We take it seriously. We don't let our guard down, not even now when there is not a lot of cases happen in Taiwan. And for programs, we are planning everything for, we are having plan B almost for everything. That means we don't just assume that we're safe. We don't just assume that this thing will go quickly. We also, nowadays we are thinking about how high technology will help us to deal with the situation when people cannot enter the theater. For example, how is live streaming possible? Or is there any way that we can have the performance online or on video and still have the influence of a live performance? That's our job, or that's our duty, to always find another solution for a disaster situation like this. It's never ending. It's an ongoing task for all of us, and that's what we are doing right now in National Theater. Now back to Open House Taipei. Bye.
Thank you, Director Liu. It's our pleasure to have the National Theater and Concert Hall to be one of our open sites. Advanced reservation to visit the National Theater and Concert Hall was fully booked in less than 10 minutes this year. I'm sure that visitors will explore another side of the space they are familiar with. Next, we have Matthew Lim with us. He is the General Manager of Kim Tan Dan Hotel. Although the tourism and hospitality industry was seriously impacted by COVID-19, Kim Tan Dan Hotel remains one of Open House Taipei's key supporters. Let's ask Matthew how Kim Tan Dan has coped with the pandemic and to share with us the unique story behind the hotel.
Thank you, National Theatre and Concert Hall, for showing us their beautiful space. Hi, my name is Matthew Lim, General Manager of Kim Tan Dan Taipei. Kim Tan is the pioneer for boutique concept in the hotel industry. Bill Kim Tan opened his first boutique hotel in 1981 in San Francisco. One of the key characteristics about boutique hotel, in addition to this warm, intimate, and personal experience, it is design leadership. No one Kim Tan is the same. Each is handcrafted and bespoke. In the case for Kim Tan Dan, we are located in the eastern district of Taipei, or better known as Dongqu, surrounded by beautiful boutique shops and cafes, nested around the lane and alleys. Together with the Taipei streetscape is what inspired these sophisticated boutique hotels.
Hello, my name is William from Kim Tan Dan Concierge, and now I'm going to take you to explore our hotel. So it is a very, very comfortable place, and we call it living room, not the lobby. So our guests can have their break here, have a cup of tea or sparkling water to enjoy their time in our hotel. This way. Take a look at this place. So this is a very, very vintage Taiwanese window right here. So it's for like centuries ago. Looks very, very vintage, and take a look at the details. With the tiles here, you can feel like the difference of the times. This is a very new and very modern tiles, and this one can make you feel like going back to the old times.
关门中。
So in our lovely hotel, we have the gym in the second floor, and it opens for 24 hours. And the best thing I love in the gym is that the music, because the music in Kimpton Down is totally different with the other hotels. Yeah, I've even listened to Avicii in our gym before, so it's really, really amazing. And the 12th floor is our restaurant. It's called the Tavernist, and they have the Michelin recommended. Very, very amazing restaurant. And our chef is from England. His name is James Sharman. He really, really do a great job. So now I'm going to show you the deluxe room of the Kimpton Daan. Please follow me. So we have a very, very lovely entry right here. Our guests can leave their shoes right here. We even have the shoe horn and the shoe brush. Right here we have the very, very comfortable slippers. Here. And this is the sink area. Please look at it. It's a very, very good design sinker right here. We have the amenities, the toothbrush, toothpaste right here in this canvas roll. Our guests really love these things. They really, really want to take it away so bad. And down here is the hair dryers and the big towel. This area is the shower room. And the other side is the toilet. Oh, and especially I have to mention it. I really, really love this brand. It's called Atelier Bloem. So they designed it for Kimpton Daan. And the flavor is the oolong tea. So it's really, really Mandarin. The other side of the sliding door is the Toto toilet. When Japanese guests come here, I always tell them that I love Toto toilet, Toto washlet. They're from Japan. This way. So we have the very decent mini bar here. And if you take a look, you can realize that a lot of things colors is the same with the lobby. For example, the bronze tone. It's same with the lobby's chandelier. And here is a very cute Taiwanese rice cooker. We have our coffee capsules inside. And here's the television. We have the Chromecast system installed so you can connect your phone to play Netflix or YouTube. And down here is a Bluetooth soundbar. You can also play music with it. And this is also a part of my favorite design. This is the wood curtain. So if you need to have a break, and you can use this curtain to deny the sunshine and the lights outside to have a very, very nice sleep. We haven't turned on the light yet. So at both sides of the bed, so you can feel like the sunshine is coming in from the window. And also the light's tone is also very, very matched with the tables and with the furniture in the room. And here's the yoga mat. A lot of our guests love this design because you can just leave it right here, and we have the yoga channel in the television. So you can do yoga anytime in your room, anywhere. After you finish your yoga, you can use this little massage tool to relax your body. And now I'm going to take you to our premier room. So take a look of the carpet and find out that it's trying to make you to imagine the sidewalk of Taiwan. So Taiwan used to be colonized by Japan and also Qing Dynasty. So there's a lot of culture is blending in our country. So the different generations sidewalk is now on our carpet right now. come to our premium room. So the best thing in this room is that you will have the small living room right here. And actually, our long stay guests and our ISG member guests, they love this room. It's because that they can invite their friend to come in to have a very, very good time. You can have the complimentary red wine and having drinks here, having fun with your friend. And also, the second special thing in this room is that you have two big windows. One is right here, and the other one is over there. And because the location of this room is a corner room, so just right now, even I didn't turn on any lights in the room, the sunshine can come in very naturally. Here is a little desk. If our business guests need to use their computer to doing some job, they can use this area. And take a look at this little design. So, if our guests there are like jewelry or accessories guys, they can put their watch and their rings in this little drawer. And it's a really cool design because you can hide it inside. And this is the other minibar. And the design is also very, very cool. Just like I said, the tone, the metal tone is very matched with the lobby. And the special thing is this room is that you can have the independent bathtub just right here. And we have a lot of feedback is that our guests tell us this look like the Japanese bathtub. And I think it's really, really cool because the shape is like square. So the Taiwanese tile and the square bathtub. And just like I said, we're used to be colonized by Japan, so our culture are a little bit similar with them. So this bathtub is also really, really popular. A lot of guests they book our rooms just for this bathtub. And also the shower room and the normal shower just right here. And another thing special of this room is that you have the double sink. Oh. Here. Forgot it, we've got it. This is the friend of our guest. If they forget to bring anything during their travel, they can ask us to deliver to their room. Especially included like nail clippers and the phone charger and the Dyson hair dryer. This is the most popular things in this hotel, even more popular than me. So that's all for our room tour, and we still have a lot of things to show you. So I wish that we can see you soon in the Open House Taipei event. Thank you.
During this Open House Taipei, we'd like to be able to showcase the first Kimpton in Asia to the public. Back to Open House Taipei.
Thank you, Matthew, for showing us around Kimpton Da'an. Last but not least, we have Audrey Tong with us. Audrey is a Taiwanese free software programmer and Taiwan's digital minister. During the initial stage of the pandemic, the Taiwanese government immediately put in place guidelines for face mask production, distribution, and cost. The mask map that allowed people to easily check where they can access masks has been key to Taiwan's management of COVID. Let's welcome Audrey.
Hello, Open Taipei 的朋友们，大家好，我是唐凤，很高兴能够跟大家来一起分享一些关于开放的一些事情。那今天跟我在一起录影的是我们的画外音，我们的设计师浩庭。
大家好，我是浩庭。
嗨，那因为我会知道这个活动是浩庭跟我讲的所以也想问一下浩庭说，这个活动以你的了解，为什么在国际的不管建筑界啊等等，觉得开放是一件重要的事呢？
其实以我的角度来看，去开放那些私有的空间，会让我们更了解后面的背后的运作到底是怎么样。那这个对我们来讲，就会是有更多的资讯，可以让城市的运作，或者是不管是我对城市有什么样子的想法，都可以把它变得更好。 所以这对我来说是一个很不错的意义。
OK， 所以意思就是说，我们以前只有像好比我们行政院嘛，我们现在人在行政院里面，确实是有开放给大家观光啊。那但是当然，实际上面就是行政院里面做决策的地方，会议室等等，我们如果不是用开放政府的方式把大家邀进来的话，平常其实大家是没有办法进到我们开院会或者贵宾室或这些会议室的空间里面。所以我觉得，公部门也好，私部门也好，很重要的一件事情就是要把这个信任展现出来。那展现出来的方式之一就是把这个空间开放。
那我想要请问一下唐凤政委，就是可不可以分享一下这次开放政府很成功的一个东西是叫做口罩地图啊？是。那当初的想法跟契机是怎么样？
对，其实这也是一个很好的例子哦，因为我们平常就是健保相关的药局的这些资料，当然健保署是有的，那药师手上也是有的，但是这是我们第一次，有点好像是把药师的那个进销存系统里面关于口罩的这一部分打开来让大家看，而且不是只是看而已，也可以像刚刚浩庭讲的一样，开始分享一些不同的想象。好比像说像台南的这个吴章伟团队啊，江明宗团队啊，或者是疾管家这个 HTC 的 DeepQ 团队啊，他们就拿这些每30秒更新一次的库存资讯，做了地图啊，以及 Chatbot。那大家不管是用 Line 用各种各样的方式，都可以立刻就在排队的时候看到你前面一个人刷了健保卡之后，他到底是买了2份、3份，还是9份，还是10份等等的这个口罩。那这样子的话，在防疫期间，其实大家最困难的一件事情就是怎么样达到彼此的信任，怎么样有一种同舟一命的感觉嘛。那透过这样子的开放资料创新应用，大家就可以更知道说，真的每一个人都是在竭尽全力来守护我们这个同舟一命的这个报道啊。
听起来很厉害，但是过程中一定会遇到很多挑战吧？
确实是这样啊。像一开始药师就有一些朋友们说，那我们并不是很想让大家排队，所以我们就直接请一位助理出去，每个人收健保卡，然后发号码牌，1、2、3、4、5这样子发到，这个我们今天的库存发完了，然后请大家可能傍晚再回来拿哦。那中午的时候呢，大家慢慢的来过卡。其实过卡速度还蛮快的，因为绝大部分的药局啊，90%以上，其实现在都已经有光纤网络连到健保署。但是呢，在一开始的时候，确实大家只要一发号码牌，口罩地图就不准。甚至我旁边还有社区药局药师，根本直接在门口去贴不要相信 App 惊叹号这样子的一些A4 纸哦。那所以我觉得非常有意思的就是说，在这个时间点上，我们其实是采取一个完全相信药师的态度。为什么？因为社区信任他们嘛，所以他们深入社区邻里，是容易亲近，而且散播正确资讯的不二人选。所以如果药师要好比像说，他拿号码牌的时间跟发口罩的时间要分2个栏位，我们在隔周马上就修改系统，把它变成2个栏位。甚至后来药师说，我要按一个键就从地图上消失，因为我发完号码牌了，就算我那个时间还没到，那我们也发明了这样的一个做法，他只要按一个键就可以从地图上面消失。所以这样子的做法才会让药师愿意投入这样子一个防疫的工作，而且可以持续一段比较长的时间。而指挥中心呢，不是由上而下，好像命令药师一定要用什么方法做，而是去模拟出一个大家都能够接受的一个做法，来降低所有人的认知成本。像长辈啊，对他们来讲，连续处方签啊，就是一个很类似的一个流程。这个之后到了超商也是类似的流程，它还是可以用现款呢，还是刷健保卡吗？
所以我们可以看到，其实过程中有非常多的互信，就连我记得阿中部长每次在开记者会的时候，其实也建立了一种就是希望跟民众沟通的管道，然后还有建立互信的过程。可是其实台湾可以持续防疫到现在，有一个这么亮眼的成绩，那您觉得接下来还有什么可以强化的部分呢？
是。我觉得我们现在有一个很好的一个气氛，就是说，不管你是有投票权的人，还是你是移工，是来这边工作的朋友，反正只要你在健保体系里面，那大家就是共同体，任何人都要就是帮忙任何人来进行防疫哦。那所以我觉得有一件大家可以持续做的，就是去继续把这个正向防疫的这种感受，好比像说很可爱的总裁，持续还是提醒大家，这个戴口罩啊，勤洗手啊，那不要吓到吃手手啊，口罩是这个保 护自己，免于让自己没有洗过的手碰到自己的脸啊，或者是说，甚至它也可以是 fashion item 啊，你可以戴粉红的口罩，我可以戴彩虹的口罩啊，等等，所有这些就会是我们防疫新生活的一环，就是看起来不是好像谁强迫谁做任何事情，但是呢，在这样子的一种正常的一种情况下，大家都发现说，口罩是一个不错的 fashion item， 大家都很愿意戴，这个就好像是一个物理的疫苗一样。
那我们回过头来看一下，就是打开台北这样子全民参与、城市开放的活动，你觉得你对这个活动有什么样子的看法呢？
是因为就是我自己的办公室，它是在仁爱路3段99号社会创新实验中心，它本来呢是空军总部，不但有围墙，还有卫兵。那一般在外面呢，可能有人打卡拍照，但是呢是绝对不会走进来的，因为就是一个军事要塞的这个样子很少人知道里面已经是一片废墟了。那后来呢，我们就把这一片废墟扭转变成就是让空总打开。那所以现在大家知道说，真的在大安森林公园旁边的建国花市旁边的这座新的好像公园一样，因为围墙都拆掉了嘛，那所以大家一走进来就发现说，这个地方真的是一个非常开放的，任何人都可以在这边来办活动，来做各种各样的表演。那但是呢，在这个里面有各种各样子的中心每一个中心都有各种各样的决策正在进行，因为毕竟它也是办公室嘛，所以我们就把这些决策进行的这些地方也透过这样子的做法把它打开。所以大家可能会在以前可能是看热闹，但是呢现在呢就有很多看门道的机会了。
那你觉得如果要让你选一个你真的很想要看的地方，你会是哪一边呢？
非常好的一个问题好比像说捷运的行控中心，我就觉得会非常有意思，因为我们平常做捷运，但是不会知道说从行车控制中心的角度来看，这个系统是如何让大家及时的反映出这个所有的人在使用捷运的时候发生的状况要怎么调度，要怎么样子去让就是尖峰时间的这样子一个发车等等都可以就是准时准点。其实我们在做开放政府的沟通工作就是像这样子，我们是防患于未然当我们工作做得好的时候，大家是觉得很顺利，不会特别去想我在做捷运这件事情，他想的很可能是那接下来我要去逛哪里，但是呢是在不顺畅的时候，大家才会觉得说那我们是不是要来做点什么。所以其实我们每次看到有可能会发生不顺畅的沟通的时候，就有一种超前部署的方式，所以也可以说我们就好像是政府跟民间跟各个部门互相沟通这样子一个行控中心这样的一个角色。
那我们非常鼓励大家一起来参与这个打开台北，甚至是参与我们打开政府的一个活动
对，没错。那如果就是对于我们做开放政府有兴趣的话，也欢迎就是查询开放政府，就可以看到我们行政院的开放政府国家行动方案，那以及我们开放政府联络人等等的活动。那当然大家也会不小心发现立法院也在进行开放国会的这样的行动方案，如果有兴趣的话，也都欢迎参与相关的活动。我们就下次见咯，祝大家 live long and prosper。Thank
you, Audrey, and thanks everyone for joining Open House Taipei session. We will be hosting our very first Open House event in 2 weeks. The event will consist of 73 open sites, almost 500 volunteers, estimated 50,000 visitors. Please follow us on our Facebook page, our Instagram, and of course, check out our beautiful website at www.opentaipei.org. Thanks again for having Taipei, and let's go back to the Worldwide Center.